Haywood.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Kill. Turn up. Look. Squeeze. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Partner. It's caught here by Adams. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Running right, Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4.
To throw on second down. Hartman stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's got room. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good, and, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Now Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, Sam off.
Now a give right side. It's Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hartman. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, dog.
Throwing again. Fields. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. This is first, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock it. He's checking. Hey, orbit. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
54. Hey, exit. Check. Watch 54. Time to go. Night. Mike's 54. Blue dance. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Hartman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott Good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check. Watch 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hartman. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Matchbox lights. Gone. Ready?
On second down now. It's Cook, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
10 logo. 6-6, pull it high.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Wild Bill.
Big grip.
On third down, Hartman. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The outlaw. 22 jet bombers. Check 24. Look. Squeeze.
Check 99. Alert 3.
Hey, Zoo.
6 guys.
Topper. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Fields forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Team 6. Team 6. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Come on, D. Hey, watch this.
2nd and 6. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Fields. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back to throw. Fields. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go. Go.
2nd and 14. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw. Fields. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From a yard out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. A About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 69 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
X3, 218, chop. Hey.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, come on.
Man, I got you.
Back to throw. Fields trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
There. Smith.
Slam. Watch out. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Be Griffin.
Looking to throw. Hartman. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Cook. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Now, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Back to throw. Hartman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Henry, 54.
6 man.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. They'll run on first down. Barkley, just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
On first down, Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Move. Three down.
Here's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Off play action. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Fields. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to throw. Fields. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to number 84.
Off the play fake. Fields. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Philadelphia, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.